right, so this client is a very popular clothing brand that sells direct to consumer. And in this hypothesis, it is a pretty simple concept. We had some data to support that people get a little confused when they don't see products immediately when hitting a collection page. So we decided, hey, why don't we test a shorter banner or actually removing the banners up at the top, basically the hero section you see at the top. I'll show you, this is a control. And then we have the shorter version. This was both desktop and mobile. And then we have no banner with the light gray background, and it's very short. Any questions?
I am really curious how you came up with the idea that users are confused if they don't see products above the fold.
So some of it was qualitative from user interviews. Not that I performed them, but their internal team. Some heat mapping, stuff like that. Just showed that people would tend to actually click the click links thinking that's what they needed to do, instead of actually just scrolling down to see product.
That makes sense. Very cool hypothesis. I like it. It's deep.
Yeah, Kevin, you stole my question. I was also very curious about the data that suggested that, and we have pitched a concept very similar to this for one of our other clients that we're going to be aligning with them on this afternoon. So I'm excited to see the results of this. But even if the variant lost, I can now successfully say that we've had other clients, that have data suggesting you should just jump right to the picture. So I agree, this is a cool one.
And the ultimate goal was to increase revenue per visitor. The volume is there, and ultimately we want people buying, and we want people buying more.
Not just increasing purchases, but actual revenue per visitor, you're saying?
Per visitor,
just want
yep.
Okay, just want to make sure I'm understanding that.
Not per conversion, per visitor. So every person hits the site spends a teeny bit more.
Are all of those categories, there's like 4 that are across there, are those all available until you click? Like, is that basically a quick filter? Or is and it's otherwise just sorting by most popular?
That takes you to a specific subcategory page or PCP page.
Okay, but otherwise it's just basically most popular or something like that, or featured.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, let's get a vote in. All right, so the overall results were flat, and we saw quick link usage go down 5% and 14% respectively in each variation. However, when we started segmenting out our data, we saw that in V2, the no banner test, direct traffic was up 6.6% on RPV with 96% significance. That's with outlier filtering applied. That's with consistent lift across the 2 weeks we've been running the test. When you actually do the math, PCP's pages are the most valuable for this client. So $1 impact just from this audience alone. Crazy. Some of the learnings that we were taking away from this is that removing the banners for direct customers in particular really helps them streamline their journey. They already have the brand familiarity. They don't need to see all the pretty visuals. They just want to get to the product and the meat of the situation.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to have more test ideas sent to your inbox.